Okay, so after I deleted the AFM and seeing what kind of effect it had on gas mileage, that's in another video. It's a little lengthy, but I wanted to be thorough so that everybody knows about what you can expect in the reduction of gas mileage if you delete the AFM. This is going to be, the AFM is still deleted, but this is going to be the 87 economy tune that the Diablo tuner does. It's going to be the same exact conditions. I'm pulling it in here to QT right now to top the tank off, and then we're going to take that same 25.5 mile drive to work to see if the fuel economy has actually improved any. Now, I can't tell any difference in power or anything like that. So whatever that 87 economy tune did, it didn't really seem to affect the power much, at least not in my opinion. Now, hold on, let me pull in here, okay? So the temperature is about 55. And the AC is going to be off. It's obviously 55 degrees out. And we'll reset everything once I get the tank topped off, and then I'll get out there on the road and we'll see what this 87 economy tune, if it actually does anything. If it doesn't, I'll probably go ahead and do the 87 performance tune. Make sure that the gas mileage doesn't really suffer much with it, and I'll probably leave it at that. All right, guys, so the tank's topped off. Now let's go over here. Actually, that's not where I want to be, is it? Although we do want to reset that. Trip A. Okay, we're going to reset trip A. I'm here at the QT pulling out. Again, this is going to be the same identical trip. I'm going to get up to 65, set the cruise control, going to leave it set the entire drive. It's going to be 25.5 miles to the next QT, where I'll top the tank off. We'll do the math and we'll see what kind of gas mileage. I think with the AFM deleted, it was right around 25.5 miles per gallon. So we'll see if we get any better than that with the 87 octane economy tune. So I'm getting ready to get out here on the highway. I'll come back whenever I get the cruise control set, and we'll be off. Okay, we're getting out here on the highway. I'm going to set the cruise control to 65. And I'll leave it set the entire way to work, unless there's some kind of a traffic jam or something. But if you didn't see the other video, the TPMS light went out. Okay, if you see the TPMS light come on, that's because I've got a bad TPMS sensor. It's intermittent. But anyway, so tires are aired up to 40 PSI. The TPMS information shows 38, but I aired them up last night to 40, and we're going to see what we get. I'll come back whenever we get to the other QT. Okay, we're getting off the highway, getting ready to pull into a QT. You can see that the trip, or the truck's computer is showing about 21.8. It may hit 22 before we get here. There's the QT. So we'll pull in here, we'll go ahead and top the tank off, and we'll see how many gallons it took, and we'll see what kind of gas mileage we got. And as you can see, we're going to be at right at 25.5 whenever we pull up to the pump. And there's 25.5 right there. So same exact mileage. as the other trips. If you haven't watched the other video on the AFM delete, I'm going to use the 2 last trips of that video, which was right around 25.5 miles per gallon. So let me get out. I'm going to top the tank off. Okay, after it auto shuts off, I squeeze it one more time so it shuts off, just to make sure that we didn't have a premature shut off. And it already looks like, so what do we got? 0.984. Okay, actually that looks pretty good. So let me get the calculator up here. Okay, so 25.5 divided by, what was it? 984. 0.984. 25.9, right at 26. So I'd have to go back and look at the other video to see exactly what the last one was, but that I know it wasn't right at 26. I think it was like 25.5. So yeah, it may have got another half mile per gallon better. What I'll do is I'll do the same exact thing tomorrow morning. That way we'll have 2 trips. We'll do the average of both, and just to make sure that they both are pretty close to the same. You guys take care. Till then. Alright, we're here at the QT topping it off. And we'll get the second day of the 87 economy test going. Okay, once it clicks off, I just hit the handle one more time just to make sure it's completely full. And we will go ahead and reset. TPMS sensors are working this morning. That's good. Okay, trip A. Okay, so I'm going to get out here on the highway, and we're going to get this trip started. Okay, this is the second drive with the 87 economy tune programmed. So we're here going to top the tank off and then make our drive to work. I will as I have the other times, set the cruise control to 65, leave it engaged the entire time. To the other QT, which is just a couple miles from my work. It's about a 25.5 mile drive. So it will, should be a pretty consistent test. And this is, again, to see if the 87 economy tune actually gets you better gas mileage. The first time we did it, it did get about a half mile per gallon better. So whatever that's worth. I do have the AFM disabled on this vehicle. So the test that I did with it, I was getting right around, I think it was 25.5 with the AFM disabled. It was actually around 27.5 when it was enabled. So I lost about 2.5, 3 miles per gallon. So then I went and put the 87 economy tune on it to see if that would actually increase the miles per gallon at all, and it did about a half mile per gallon. It seemed like on that first drive. We need to do at least a couple of them to get an average and see what it comes up with. So let me think we're done here. And what I normally do is once it clicks off, I just squeeze it one more time and let however much of it go in there, and then click off again. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to take off. So whenever I get out there and get the cruise control set, I'll come back. Okay, I just reset trip A, which is our trip counter, and it also gives the average fuel economy on the same page. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, whenever I get out there and get it set, I'll come back to show you. Okay, so I'm getting ready to set the cruise. Okay, 65. So I'm just going to let it ride right there all the way to work, or all the way to the QT. And then we'll top the tank off and see how many gallons it took. Should take right about a gallon. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to hopefully not be able to, or not have to disengage the cruise at all. Hopefully it'll be all the way there until I get off the highway to pull into that other QT. I'll be back at that point. Okay, we just got off the highway. Getting ready to pull into the QT. Going to hit our 25.5 mile mark. And as far as the truck's computer, it's showing about 21.2 miles per gallon. So we're going to top the tank off and see the actual miles per gallon. Let me pull into a spot here. Here we go. One more pump. Okay. Do some math. Bring up the calculator. 25.5 divided by 1.076. 1.076. 23.6. So there you have it. I think the first one was 25.8 or something like that. Now this one's 23.6. If you just round that, even if you rounded it at 24, probably getting about 25. Anyway, that's about all I got. You guys take care.